This will certainly be very, very safe to do. Okay. Now in here I need to continue hiring. Wasn't doing that for a long time, really. And so this time I need to build myself most likely a few of these. Now I just wonder, should I build a Baron Swordsman or Veteran Shield Warriors? You know what, in this case I'm going to build a Baron Swordsman. No, 2. And the rest can be Listine Nobles. I'm going to do that just so that I could have some skirmish firepower there. That's it. These. Oh no, I sent them to the wrong side. I mixed them up for something. In any case, it's not a big deal.
Ready for battle.
Now these will have an important battle here. Let's occupy Adamato. And as you can see, things are looking good here. Well, from all sources, I like that. All right. What else can be built up here? As you can see, quite a few buildings. Can be established, and most of these are currently focused towards money making, and this is exactly what I wanted to do. Focus far less on things that wouldn't provide me with heaps of cash. Public order here is incredible. And so,
your next command? Is that all?
what did I just trespass? Isn't this Parthia? And am I not at war with Parthia? I am at war with Parthia, but it looks like I trespassed. Oh, I probably trespassed on these Parthawa people. Let's see. And yes, it looks like trespasses against them were not met lightly. And I can take care of this city easy. Let's be aggressive. And that's another of their generals dead, another city taken care of. At least this time they try to establish a garrison of some kind of. Certainly don't need any more food. And I probably shouldn't build any more food buildings. And make sure that they do not exist in here. Because I have such an incredible surplus of food that it would probably be a waste to actually have That is important to note. My food surplus is incredible, and I was building even more food all over the place. Here in the Middle East, as you can see, all of these buildings hold food. I'll just make sure nobody else has any of it there. Besides, these cities right here held a lot of food production. Look at that. Oh, farmlands, cattle, farms everywhere. People in North Africa are truly well fed. Okay. Now I'm going to send this army north, and we'll fight in these confined formations, and we'll be marching north.
Ready for orders.
In here, on the other hand, once again, marching together, and we can easily take the settlement. The settlement is undefended by a force that could provide resistance. So Windcatcher, Canal, Royal Mint, the Portrait of the King guarantees value, Spice Bazaar, Satrap Karka. A satrap is a kingdom in all but name. And now we're going to establish our own buildings here. We'll have to get rid of mostly everything.
Ready for battle.
I like these right there.
For the tribe.
And so my armies here can march towards Hatra. My spies need to provide more intel on these cities right here. I know that there should be at least 2 armies out here. So you tell me how everything's taking place here. It looks like I have another spy. These positions here, and I'm going to send him right there. And I can see that everything here is undefended. It's not surprising that Party wants peace due to the fact that they cannot defend themselves. And they can't even launch a proper counterattack, really. Look at that, their army here is suffering due to the fact that they can't reinforce themselves after a very hard battle that took place recently. However, this hard battle involved 2 parties' armies, and I currently only found 1. There are no more intel on the whereabouts of their 2nd army. However, as you can see, I'm sending reinforcements onto this front line here, and we'll soon have numerous forces. Besides, I'm in a position I really wanted to be. My forces from the east are heading here on the west, and will soon be able to take over. Furthermore, Party is on its own, a war against us, and they're losing. These people, Media Atropatene, are allied with Armenia, or at least they were allied. I can check this because I don't know. And it seems that they're still defensive ally, so if one gets attacked, others will get involved. If Armenia gets attacked, Bactria will certainly get involved. So Bactria, Media, Atropatene, and Armenia have another alliance here that will certainly protect itself. But Parthia is left on its own for now. And
Ready for battle.
we'll make sure
Ready for battle. Starting out. Your next command.
that we win. I'm force march this army north due to the fact that the champions the champions of Suren have no other choice but to retreat. They would never win against my army. Now let's go to the sea and try to deal with
Ready for orders.
these navies, but it looks like my navies, unfortunately, have sunk
Fleet, ready.
due to the storms of the sea. So Lusitanis, unfortunately, never proved to be good ship makers, at least not the ones that have built the ships south of Arabia Felix or Nabatea. So maybe the people living here were not that good at building ships, because my both fleets have sunk and I'm sure that everybody on those ships have died, and so they sailed off, never went back, and we assume that the battle has never took place, right? I'm sure that's how it would go down on the history books, I have no doubts about that. Bactria is marching through. We have no intelligence on what kind of a army composition they hold, but when they'll march through our lands in Zadrakarta,
Ready for battle.
we'll certainly find out. We're going to only border Rome.
Ready for orders.
And that's good. It could be better, but it's just fine. It's slightly unfortunate that Bactria has alliance with Armenia, because I plan personally to have these conquered separately. Noble death. Okay.
For the tribe.
Destruction report. Faction destroyed Rugi. That's good. They were the faction right there. Close to recently conquered Suebi cities. I like to see that my allies right there are moving north. They will certainly help us to fight. And at the same time, they're making themselves vulnerable to an attack from one of these cities. So Meroe has a provincial capital, and they're the richest. Ptolemais Theron has a port. So they are relatively well off, and obviously they probably are the ones exporting goods to my empire. And Axum, they're just a large settlement out there north of the known world. And so they should be the weakest, and that's probably why the most aggressive. They took their army and they'll be heading north. Which is what I like to see. I'm going to continue my expansion and move north to Nisa. As you can see, that has worked out quite well. Let's go into this battle. That's their last settlement out there. I think that's like one of their oldest settlements. And it's nearly left undefended. They do have some heavy cavalry, but that's not a big deal. We'll attack them from a few sides. And we'll get them wiped out like that. The cavalry will be there to chase skirmishers.
They will bleed for us.
Done. Now I'm going to march everybody towards the center quickly. And this is where we'll start getting engaged. And these soldiers will still have hard battles out there. There's another nation south of this city. And they have a lot of troops out there. I'm not sure what kind of army composition they have, but so far I know that they're much tougher. Look at that, we have suffered casualties here. I don't like to see that. We can't get close enough. In any case, it looks like cavalrymen will be holding these positions here. And everybody is getting in a position. Everything seems to be going just fine so far. I like the fact that they hold the line like that. These guys do stop us charge for a bit. You see, the soldiers, they will certainly blow up. And I don't like to see that. I think that's bad. I think they shouldn't do that. They all charge towards the front. And it shouldn't be like that. In any case, we'll all be marching south from these soldiers, and we should easily deal with their cavalry. Look at that, they've supported this advance here. In here I'm going to attack them all with all that.
Our general is under attack.
Okay. these soldiers right here should try and deal with